What is up, everybody? All y'all. Look at this lady in her giant push broom. And I am in Guangzhou. Guangzhou just arrived like 10 minutes ago. It's hot, it's sweaty, and I am loving this place. So I'm super hungry. I just got off of probably a 2.5-hour train ride, and I'm just gonna grab something based on no research. I was walking by this place and it smells amazing, so this is my lunch. If I can get in here and figure out how exactly it's done. I'm not even sure what it is, some kind of noodle soup. Oh my god, that smells so good. The meat looks amazing. 这个
加牛杂吗？15块。
15。
要这个还是要这个？
这个。
20。
20。
老板看一下是什么？牛杂粉15块，牛腩粉20块。
He is scooping out the noodles.
先买单，就按这种。
Some 萝卜, some seaweed nuts, some tofu, and then the beef. Let's take this over here first. Green onion, cilantro, chili paste. Wow, this looks so good. It's quiet up here. There's a bunch of students up here, and they're all quietly eating. Okay, let's try this broth first. Oh, I might have put too much spice in it. It's really good though. Has a nice tang to it. Oh. Tender meat. Rice noodles. With, as you saw, there's a wide selection of different types of noodles. This is really, really good. Let me see if I can describe the flavor of the broth here. So I've added heat to it, which I don't think I had before, but I did put a lot of chili pepper and chili paste into it. It was actually fresh chilies chopped up. I can't figure it out. It's so good. It's tofu. It's like really soft, like fried tofu. See it tore open there. It just soaks in the broth. It's so good. I believe this is the luo or radish. Maybe daikon. I don't know. I think it's radish. And this is another thing that sucks up the broth when you cook it in. And it also has like an earthy taste to it. And fresh. It's really good. And then seaweed knots. I love these because the texture kind of changes. The texture of the seaweed itself is great, but the knot adds like a little bit of a extra bite, I guess. So this is totally random, just saw this place and it smelled good, so I walked into it, and it's like one of the best meals I've had in a long time. So I'm super pumped for Guangzhou. Okay guys, it's dinner time. It's like 5:30, 6 p.m. or something. I'm getting a little hungry. I want to go out. It's raining out though, so I'm gonna go super low budge here. I didn't bring any rain gear at all. I didn't bring a raincoat. I found two things that I have waterproof. The totally waterproof is plastic bag. So I got my phone in there. I'm gonna put the little GoPro I'm shooting on in there as well. And that's just gonna go in my pocket. I also found the shower cap to just to keep my hair dry. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. Yeah, it's about noon and it's the next day. Last night it's pretty kind of crazy. The rain's coming down hard. It's all over the place. I think I'm gonna try to shot some really delicious food, but I didn't have the camera gear that I wanted because it was raining out. And so I wanted to just go over what I ate because it was really fantastic. And I lucked out, I found some really cool spots. Okay, we go. The first place I stopped at, it turns out to be a somewhat famous place in the city. I didn't know it at the time, but it's double cooked soup. They cook it and then they like put it in like a coconut, and there's coconut milk in the broth. I guess the broth gets poured into the coconut and mixes with the coconut milk, and it was really flavorful. Like had some a lot of like tang to it, not savory, not like salty like a broth, but like coconut water and chicken fat and some rice wine. Really good stuff. The broth was fantastic. The chicken in it was actually, I think they call it silk chicken or something like that. And it's a black chicken, it's like totally black. You might see them in markets hanging up in China. Haven't had too much experience with those, but it was actually really tender and just fall off the bone. There's a lot of bones in it. Chicken is very bony. The chicken was good though. Some kind of knuckle pieces. I think there was part of a head in there. So maybe not for everybody, but really that broth is something unique and really, really tasty. So I was happy with that, and then that place that I had it at was really cool. It was just a tiny little shop, and they were steaming up the soup in these giant trays. And then after that, I wandered down another street and found the most amazing scallion pancake. What do they call it? Like tong yo bing. It's pretty famous in China. Basically like a dough fried up on a hot plate kind of thing. And it goes crispy, soft on the inside. There was a giant lineup for this place, so I just kind of got in it. I knew what they were making, but I didn't know why. Well, I knew why the lineup was so huge because it's obviously delicious, and it was so fantastic. Sorry. Oh, look at this. This is good stuff. Oh, they got the crispy pork. I want it. Distracted by food again. Yeah, the pancake was super crispy on the outside. They make it fresh. Like the guy, I was waiting in line because the guy hadn't finished cooking a batch yet, so I sat there and I watched it all happen, but I didn't have my camera at the time. I might go back and shoot that because it's a cool process. If I do go back and shoot that, you'll probably see it right now. Something I've had many times, but this was by far the best version of that. And then I stopped off at a dim sum place and I got a little bit of dim sum. I got some siu mai. Siu mai is like kind of like a wrapper with a meatball in it. They usually have shrimp on it. I don't think this one had shrimp in it, but it was really good. I just got one of those, and I got radish cake, which is another dim sum thing that I really love, and it was so good. I think that's about it, or is it? Yeah, I think that covers everything. Oh, and breakfast this morning, I woke up and I went to a place to try some chang fan. Chang fan is the rice rolls, like really delicate rice rolls. They pour a batter out onto a tray and they steam it. They put like toppings on it, steam it, and then they just roll it up, scrape it off, throw it on a plate, and it's like just so light and fluffy. There's a sauce on it that's kind of sweet. It's just so delicious. If you've had dim sum before, there's a good chance you've probably had that before. Chang fan literally means intestine rice. So rice because it's a rice batter, intestine because it looks like a long tube of intestine. In the West, we would never call something intestine something because that would probably gross us out, but they don't have a problem with that in China. That was really good, maybe the best chongfen that I've had. So I think I'm gonna get some roast pork and a couple other things I want to try today. This is basically my last full day tomorrow. I'm leaving, so I got lots of eating to do.
Prefer when I'm by myself. I don't wanna hang around y'all. Pray for good health. One day I'm really gon' ball. Fuck around and buy the whole mall. Breaking that cake. Flexing 700 in the bank. Not a superhero, I don't save. Look at my face. Look at my grades. Don't match up, no love. Look at fate. I just fade. When I hit the jack, you can keep the pie. Every night I gamble, I stop. Yeah. When I check the cost, I was like,
Oh, that's expensive.
Ay, rolling flex at my